Y'all got the glow. Y'all got galore. Just listen to the words. You got bubbles. You got cheek. Just listen to the words.
It's my throat. I can do what I want with it. Let's start there.
Say it again. They all coincide with each other. That's why we side by side. You know what I'm saying? Any other way is uncivilized.
Did you know it was a rumor I was pregnant just some weeks ago?
Where'd the baby go?
The vibes, chilling with the vibes on the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Big B's for bubbles.
I was about to say that don't seem too bad.
So now I have a kitty pussy. I don't want to.
Big B's for bubbles.
It's Bubbles here, soap lady of the DMV, and I'm here with Vibes Podcast, and it's your girl. I'm the sponsor, okay?
It's a vibe.
You know what time it is. Bubbles galore.
Hi, it's Bubbles,
It's a vibe.
soap lady of the DMV.
Hey, it's Tippy, the big one, not the small one. Tippy, tall girl, comedian.
If you got asked who I am, then you already messed up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. Follow the glow. Follow the glow. You know what I'm saying? Fun bun. Hashtag your girlfriend, favorite boyfriend.
We gonna get into how your business failed and how you got a neck tattoo.
We gonna get into a whole bunch.
It's a vibe.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Vibes Podcast, top podcast in the DMV.
Back to morning.
And all that. I got the soap lady of the DMV. You can see her at Arundel Mills Mall, TikTok, Instagram, around the city. If you see this car, you know she in it. I'm gonna go ahead and let her introduce herself.
And Vibes podcast sponsor.
Yes.
Don't leave that part out.
Thank you.
Don't take away her accolades. Give her all she. Give her flowers.
Get yourself your flowers. Who are you?
Well, hi guys. Thank you for having me back. My name is Bubbles, and I'm the soap lady of the DMV. I have a kiosk at Arundel Mills Mall. I've owned a store at Towson Mall, and yeah, that's just what it is. I'm excited to be here.
And we got some of the two menaces of Baltimore City.
Why a menace?
Yeah. We want. She's here live in the flesh. She got some shit to get off her chest.
Just a little bit.
And who are you? Let people know.
Just to let you guys know, I'm comedian Tippy, tall girl. I like to tell people I'm the total package. I just got fucked up in shipping and handling. You know what I mean? So, I'm not only a comedian, I'm a host.
You
Yeah.
You said host? Or
Host.
Oh, I thought you said ho.
I've got a college degree, two of them. Shout out to
Damn.
Morgan State University. Also with that, let me stop messing with you. He says he's what did you just say? The world's best ass eater, but notorious ass eater. But I'm pretty sure I'm the reigning champion of that. We talked about that before. Previous host of the Morning Source at 1500 before Chi. After J Hill, just to let you know. Can I keep giving my accolades?
I mean,
Okay.
goddamn.
The previous publicist and marketing specialist at Baltimore Hydroponics, now in the property management, but I also have some stuff coming up. But we're going to talk about that later.
And go ahead, man. We're going to save you for last, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know the cliche say the best for last.
Yes.
Right? Although the best has went before the last. So
Period.
I don't mind that, right? But y'all know what it is. Co-host of the Vibes Podcast. Hashtag Mr. Got That Glow. Got my edges. No benching. Got white teeth. And I got good genes. Hashtag the notorious ass eater. Hashtag your girlfriend's favorite boyfriend. Hashtag Globetrot Chi. Hashtag the male Bratz dog.
And who gave you that name?
Tippy gave me that name. The male Bratz dog. Hashtag Baltimore Jim Jones. Hashtag Mr. Baltimore.
Now that we done got everybody's goddamn accolades out the way, we done interviewed you, but as my co-host said, this is a podcast.
But real quick, I really had a question to ask you. I had about 6 people ask me.
Okay.
4 guys, 2 women.
I had no idea what this is going to
They
be.
really asked me this. They said, ask the lady that sponsored the show, how does she feel about now sponsoring your crazy ass on the Vibes Podcast?
How I feel?
Yes, sponsoring the show now that I'm on the show.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel good. I mean, it's nice meeting you. I'm a little nervous, and it just I don't get nervous easily. So I've been seeing you around town.
So
They
we go.
really was interested though. They wanted to know, could you sponsor the show? And he's on the show now. Like, how do the sponsor feel about that type of activity on the podcast? That's all.
Right.
And you make her nervous.
I mean, nervous.
So before we get into the madness, we just going to jump right into it. Throat tattoo.
Throat baby.
That's what I was going to say.
What's up with this?
Throat baby.
Right.
Okay, so when I got the tattoo, I didn't know that it would cause so much ruckus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it really did. It's my throat. I can do what I want with it. Let's start there.
Say it again. Just repeat that for the fans. Just repeat
That's
that
the
for
whole
the fans.
thing.
Throat.
she can do what
My
she
neck.
wants.
I can do what I want with it.
Leave the throat part in there.
Did you feel as though that you was going to get all this backlash? Because you got a clean brand from what you
was
do.
the backlash though? I mean, be honest with you, I feel it's real sexy. Like it's one of them things to make you want to put your hand around it. Like
Exactly.
that's some sexy shit. I might give me a throat tattoo.
I appreciate that. I thought the same.
He got to be 6'9" to grab your throat, Tippy.
You a lie. You a lie.
Tippy, I'm 6'1". You got to be 6'5".
And everybody is the same height when they're laying down, but they call me the big, the big mouth tight throat. Now and again. So.
Bubbles, this is what you have entered into. So
I see.
let's get. You asked me when I came to your kiosk. You
Yeah.
wanted to talk about. You are at what now? What K are you at on Instagram?
We're at 112,
20. That was 120.
122K.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
I didn't know.
Don't act like you don't look at this goddamn number. That's on your page whenever you go to it. And what are you on TikTok? What's your number?
On TikTok, it's 54K.
That's dope.
It's crazy because it was more on TikTok first,
Oh, I know that.
and then it switched.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I've taken over on Instagram.
So do you feel like you got a nice little pocket now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a celebrity now. We're saying it now.
I'm not gonna say. I let you guys speak. I don't say that.
I
Well,
love
you want to
that.
stay. You want a podcast with celebrities, so you are considered a celebrity. So it's not. You can take that. You can bloviate.
I don't take that because I feel like the people are the ones who are quote unquote celebrities, or you know what I mean.
Okay.
Not in Baltimore because we announce ourselves all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
I think our culture is a little different.
yeah, we just be like,
Like-
we're the shit. We're a planet here. So
Like
Yeah.
I think that's the whole
'Cause-
the Baltimore attitude is where that come from. Everybody has this I am that person already.
But there's always someone out there that's gonna say that you're not who you say you
That's
are.
expected.
and we denounce
Yeah,
it.
that's expected.
We
yeah, you
denounce
denounce
it.
it real quick. Like, that's expected. We already know that's gonna happen. It's like saying your haters are gonna hate.
Yeah.
It's true,
It's-
but
that's
to
the-
avoid that, I just don't say anything.
She's so meek and mild. She gives like Michael Jackson vibes, and I love everything about
Wait a
it.
minute though.
Yeah.
So
I do.
So when it comes to being celebrity at any
Yeah.
level, whether it's C-level celebrity, A-level celebrity, you're gonna interact with people that don't like what you look like.
Right.
They're gonna disagree with your methodologies is about certain things. What's the hardest thing that you felt that you're going through right now with this stardom all of a sudden? Again, you got a lot. You had a store at Towson. You got this kiosk, but now is a spot where everybody, the random stranger that's just following you on platforms that you don't know at all, can just walk up to you, and they have that kind of access to you right now. What's the hardest part about avoiding having strangers just come up to you and say anything or do anything that's been challenging for you in your stardom right now?
I think the hardest thing is just basically being private. Even my neighbors know who I am. And I
That
didn't
private shit is
know.
gone.
Oh wow.
It's gone.
Right.
This whole
You know,
song
and
about
I
that.
felt like even at my house, like, oh, nobody really knows who I am. And one day I was in my car and I got out because I used to sit in my car. I don't do it no more.
Yeah, don't do that.
And I got out my car and my neighbor, she's like, oh, I follow you on TikTok. I've been like, you're always sitting in your car. Like, I've been waiting to see you and let you know.
That's weird.
That's weird.
And
I
I
do.
was just like, oh, I appreciate it.
I can't wait for her to get
and
to
then
her
one
car.
day I came out of my house and these people were riding by and they're like, Bubbles, how you doing today? And it's just like, I literally just came out my house just to come out. Like,
And it's a real thing. See, my neighbors know my name for a different reason. I know y'all know the
Yeah.
Trey Songz song, but you don't remember the song?
Oh, I know the song,
Oh my
Tippy.
God. Okay.
Let the audience know the song.
It's called the neighbors know my name. But
Alright.
but what I was saying, I understand how you feel. Like I don't have any of that stardom that you had, but being like a traveling DMV like comedian, I go other
Yeah.
places too. People call my name everywhere I am. I mean,
Yeah.
especially with me, I was working at Fells Point. It's every 3
Oh, yeah.
seconds. Be honest with you, for me, I just welcome everybody with a hug. Like at least if they're gonna punch me, I can hold them. You know.
do you
so
feel a type of way when people just come and hug you though?
no, I just let them do it because I feel like in Baltimore, a male or female will swing on you. I don't know, but it's better just to leave. But I feel like Baltimore people, as long as whatever energy you give them is what they give you back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
very
I
true.
love on Baltimore people because I know that
The energy can flip.
it can, at any
At
moment.
any given time.
But you said something, Chi, which made me want to ask. A week ago, you came out, which you don't do. You really felt some type of way that people jumped in your comments and talked about your hair.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What did they say?
Somebody said they love me, but I should brush my hair.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's it.
that's
That's
tacky.
exactly what she-
Why would you?
Yeah.
Then you don't love me.
And
Then
she went with a whole reel. And
Yeah, I did.
For what? Why did you feel like you needed to address that?
when you
Because I work really hard, guys, and the camera is on me not 24/7, but when I'm at that kiosk, I work 365 days a year. So give me grace.
I talk about that all the time.
Everyone knows how hard I work. I'm on Instagram every single day.
but giving you grace is not what you're asking for. Being in the spotlight, there's no grace given at that point. It's not. It's not. Once you put yourself in that light, they only see you in that light. They only see you as the product you present to them. So if a person is normally saying the A1 product, why do they now need to say, no, you get a day off? You're asking to be in that light all the time.
Who asked to be there?
The person that's working hard in that light.
That's not the case. I'm just running a business.
You running a bit.
I didn't put myself
You're
here.
really a
It's
brand.
not my I'm a brand.
Correct. So your presentation of your brand is to be A1 at all times. So a customer, a consumer, or a hater, they're gonna pick that one moment when you're not A1 to then see how you become vulnerable and have to answer to something that you shouldn't even have paid no attention to. You know how they say ignore the comments? Because you always gonna get those people in the comments that don't agree with any of the hard work you're doing. Even if you put more hard work out there than anybody else, they still gonna think you ain't working as hard as the next.
And I would agree with that. I would.
But-
if people did not realize, which they should, I set up my camera at a kiosk and I record most of my day. What am I supposed to do? Make sure my lipstick's on. How do I know that somebody's going to come down and say what they're going to say to me? Every moment? I can't.
The great thing about
That's
it,
my point.
like I said,
it's
I understand.
live. It's literally, I'm giving you live raw.
I can understand.
Live raw. I like that.
I
Live
can understand
raw.
what she's saying.
Don't listen
Again,
to him.
I'm a comedian. First of all, we're supposed to have tough skin. Comedians
Yeah.
are crybabies, but we're supposed to have tough skin.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like I present myself any type of way. People already know. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if I have a bad day, it's going to be funny. I'm gonna just be like, oh, okay, yeah, my hair, my hair did fall out in the middle. You know, but with you, it's like they're looking at you to be the it girl, and that's a lot, and it's exhausting.
And not only that, say you're a comedian, right? You're gonna go on stage. You're gonna go and make sure you're okay before you go out on stage.
It's never okay for them though. You understand what I mean? You can look good, you can feel good about yourself, and
Yeah.
somebody gonna be like, ew.
yeah,
You get what I mean?
But
So
I
you
don't
just have to get
that.
to a point where you just like, oh,
Are
you have to just not care.
Are you not used to that though? Because I understand, like everybody up here, she's being a comedian, you just being your fucking self.
Period.
Do you understand that with your brand, they might buy the products and all of that, but you have to understand that you have pretty girl privilege. They look at you, especially men. You're an attractive face. So whatever you're selling,
Not
most
just a face.
men,
Right.
most men are going to buy.
More than attractive.
But we look at you because you're pretty. So the first time that you look a little off, we like, man, she wasn't all that. Like, why you ain't brush your hair? Well, that's why I say, why even address it? Because you're always gonna get a comment that it's like, your makeup was off. You didn't do your eyelashes well today. Why address it?
I guess I don't look at it like that, guys. Like, I really don't. And I don't like when people say I have pretty girl privilege. I am not everybody's cup of tea.
You like 9
Nobody is.
out
Come
of
on,
10.
cut the crap.
Exactly, though.
No, but that's the normality. We're talking about Bell's curve, likelihood, right? The likelihood of being somebody's cup of tea, you're more likeliness of
To be a
being
somebody's cup of tea. Yeah.
than not.
You know what's crazy though?
Than not. Like we all know,
with them saying all these things, you're more
like
likely.
a taller girl.
I'm about to explain. I'm
Yeah,
about to
like a
explain to
taller
him how
girl
it
is
works.
not-
Because look, you may be the girl that they want to take pictures with, but I'm the girl they want to have sex with. Because if you think about it, my DMs are insane. Like they come in because the way I talk on stage. You understand what I mean? Like I tell people, I feel like as a comedian or just being a female in general that is in this type of industry, we talk about everything. I talk about my ins and outs and whatever. guys feel comfortable with that. You know what I mean? Because they're nasty at the end of the day, and you know what I mean. So
Damn.
they're visual.
God damn.
No. They have standards. Some have more standards than others. We know Chi is ridiculous, but at the end of the day, they still want comfort. You get what I mean? And you could be just as comfortable. You could be just as nasty. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I promise you, me and you put up each other's DMs. The tone is going to be totally different. The same men that's in your DMs are in mine. That's what I'm trying to explain. The same ones. But the way that they come at me is, I don't have to bend you over to do this or this, that, and the third. Or, you know what I mean?
They talking different.
They coming straight in like, let's get a rum. Let me feed you, then eat you. Like, I'm talking about, don't even say hi. Dick pic immediately. Like, you know what I mean?
I get those sometimes.
I get them all the time. I probably can show you what I got today.
But even what you're saying, it makes more sense, right? It's one of the ones where it's more quality over, like, you can't quantify the quality that's in your DM or vice versa, right?
Right.
Like, honestly, right? Like she said about myself, a person might say, I'm in everybody's DM, but I'm not. I'm not.
Why they say that about you?
Because I look good and I'm friendly.
But that's the thing. He's not like this. That what you said about people's type. Yeah. He not my type, and it has nothing to do with his personality. It's just I like dudes that look like the wall. Do you hear me?
Oh, you like Africans?
What? No, I don't necessarily.
Shout out to the Africans.
Shout out to the Africans. I have an African baby father, and my twins are half Nigerian. So shout out to Nigeria. But I love me a black ass man. You know what I mean? That's what I like. It don't matter. I don't care how good you look to yourself. If you ain't black, I'm not interested.
But the likelihood of somebody being attracted to me is a little higher than what an African guy would look like.
You a lie.
Y'all have segued. Me and Chi talked about this before you came in here. To this day, right? You still keep, no matter what arm you may see, you keep your men so fucking private.
As you should.
Why? Is it because your celebrity will eclipse them, or theirs will eclipse yours? Or you don't want nobody sliding in their DMs?
That's a good question. I got a follow up to that. Go ahead, answer that question.
I just feel like you never know what's going to happen. So say if I do come out with them and I'm not talking to them, 2 weeks later,
right?
Y'all going to be like, oh,
yes,
where they at?
So
I'm not doing it.
That's a real thing.
Yes, we will.
All right, so
he lasted 3 days?
This is the follow up question to that.
Yeah.
Is it that you just don't want to you rather take your L's in private?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to take my L's in private. And not only that, I've already dealt with this. You guys have to remember, I went through a whole marriage when I first started out. Got married. Then when we got a divorce, everybody was asking me about it. I dare not.
How long were you married?
We were only married a year. Well, I was married twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
shit, me too, girl.
The second one was a year.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy?
I only made it a year too.
I'm the only person that's been here that's been married for. I was married 17 years.
Okay.
17 years?
17.
Man, you got divorced when I was 10.
And
did not.
I'm the only person here that's never been married.
Oh, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Surprising.
Like, I mean, and my ex-husband would never want to be. He's not on social media. He's never had social media. He doesn't want anything a part of any of this. So.
But does that make it different though? If he's not on social media, then it's not a big deal.
No, he does not want me to post on social media. He don't even want me to post my kids on social media. He's very private. And I feel like people that have outgoing personalities, they usually like people that are very private people, because it's like you get to not have all that.
That shit works for women and women alone.
So when it comes to privacy, what is the real understanding of privacy? I think I'm kind of lost when people say private.
You're more happier that way.
Mm-hmm.
You
Same.
don't have to try to just okay, say if you post somebody, right? You're going to try to have to keep that up, because then you're not going to want other people thinking, oh, well, what happened? I haven't seen him in like a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
And people be cheating too.
They do be cheating.
Let me explain something. Came out of the 17 marriage.
He ready to. That hit something.
Came out of the 17 marriage, and then ended up a girlfriend to somebody that was married for like 23 years. So
you're not about to slide past that. You said you was a girlfriend to somebody that was married.
Yes, for about 3 years. Yep.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck, Tippy?
Hold that. Hold that, Tippy. Hold that.
Please.
Bubbles.
Yes, honey.
They be cheating.
Yes, honey.
You be getting cheated on, Bubbles?
No.
That you know.
That I know of. Yeah, exactly. You just never know.
So is being private a way of saying you have stuff to hide?
No, not at all. But just like she said, I could be with somebody and he could have a whole nother girl somewhere, and then she looking at me like I'm stupid, or vice versa.
And then the Philly coming out.
You hear
Yeah,
it. You hear it. You hear it.
I ain't dealing with
Philly is Baltimore adjacent, so
Yeah.
my ex-boyfriend from Philly. Shout out to you, Brandon.
What the fuck?
This is my college boyfriend. Shout out to him.
So
Yeah.
knowing you got some stardom now, right? We know you prefer to be private or have some form of privacy, especially if you're in a relationship with somebody, right? Have you ever thought about creating content with a person?
With
that
your
you
person?
Yeah, with a person. Or if not content, you know how people make this fake content with people. Would you consider or do that type of content?
You mean and not show them or show them?
Show them.
Show
Yeah.
them.
Like
Absolutely
TikTok.
not. Let me tell you something.
Oh, she meant this shit.
Did y'all just see that face? Hold on. Did y'all just see that face? Okay, all right, go ahead.
Let me tell you something. No one will even know the next time I get married if I decided to.
Good for you.
The only way you will know is if you see me out, and y'all gotta assume that that's somebody I'm dealing with.
You gotta Issa Rae these
not
dudes.
posting, no.
Are you wearing your ring if you get married?
Yeah, of course. You guys don't know that. You know.
Okay, so we start seeing you with your ring, people go ask, especially you being on social media.
So you refuse
said
to at any given point now. Again, y'all been married twice apiece. You've been married for 17 years. I can only imagine.
Damn, boss.
Was that a shot?
Twice a piece.
Twice a
that
piece.
like it was a chicken box. Twice a piece. That shit
Damn.
made me hungry.
Do either one of y'all? And I want to ask my co-host as well
What's
on the
up?
vibes. Do either one of y'all ever say, you know what? It was me that I got a divorce.
Absolutely.
Or is it always the other person? Because again, I don't know the situations, and I wouldn't mind diving a little further into it. But do y'all ever say, well, you know, it's twice, like twice, and certain vows that they say about marriage? See, that's why I don't play with marriage.
Damn, bro, you
I believe
came
those vows.
deep, didn't he?
Don't I heard divorce is it's like a
Shit.
it's like a death.
He said, was you
So
the
that means
reason?
they died twice. So that means they died
This
twice.
nigga said double tap your ass. He's out of control over
That means they
here.
died twice.
I would say for the first one, once I thought about it, it was me. It was me.
What
Were
about
you
the second
young?
one?
Yeah, it was like 20.
Okay.
So what about the second one? Who gets married? But go
My-
on.
Hey,
My
listen, she was
ex-husband.
Jamaican, brother. I had a love
My
too.
ex-husband 19, so
Yeah.
yeah. When we got married.
What about the
Jesus.
second one?
The second one was her. Fuck her. I'm gonna say that out loud.
Damn.
Yeah, no, that was her. That was
Sorry
her.
about her.
You want me to run down on her bitch?
No, I can't do it.
Bubbles, aka
Yeah.
Jante.
Well, I look at it a different way as
Okay.
far as because I kind of feel attacked, you know. From you.
He called
But
it
I
a two
used to
piece.
be
Me
down
too.
on myself, like, oh, I've been married twice and I've been divorced. But there's a lot of women who never get married in their whole life.
Period.
So I'm actually proud of it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let's
But-
just start there.
Okay.
But no, it wasn't my fault. Did I play a part during? Maybe, but no. I love marriage.
Me too.
Don't you love marriage?
I'm a serial monogamous.
So everybody here got kids. Cheat. I don't think he has kids.
I have all the kids.
So with you having kids,
I do.
she taking kids wherever.
Yeah.
How do y'all is step parenting did for y'all? Would y'all jump into a step
Just
parenting
had this whole
role?
conversation.
Would I step into it?
Yeah.
I would.
Is there a kid limit?
Kid limit.
Well, that's a wild question.
It depends.
Don't say that in Baltimore.
But
Don't you say that in Baltimore.
there is an age limit, though. I have a strict rule.
What's the
with
rule?
dating. You cannot have a child under 5 years old.
What if they've been separated for 4 years or
I
not
don't
together
care.
for 4 years?
I don't care. Usually still getting hanky-panky with
I had my
Hanky
last,
panky's
I had my
crazy.
last child.
Yeah.
Look at the camera and say hanky panky, please.
hanky-panky. I be having all type of sayings. My followers know.
I can't be a stepfather. I can't.
Why? Not at all.
don't wanna be a
But you have
stepfather?
kids.
Yeah, they mine. But I could not
that's
be a
crazy.
stepfather because like you say, it comes with how old the kid is.
Okay.
But at a certain point, and I can't be. This is controversial. I can't be in the kid's life if their father is present.
Why they
because
get two fathers?
I don't. If any of those fathers are present, you gotta realize I don't have no control over the house because you're present and you're a good dad. What can I really say?
You can't.
I can't say nothing
can't.
Because if you present and you active in your kid's
There's
life,
nothing you can say.
whatever I say to him, his
That's why
father
kids
can be
should
like,
never
"That's not
marry.
happening."
That's why kids it should never.
I can't
Kids
do
should
it.
never be factored into no situation at all. It's insane that people factor their kids into any situation because you don't meet that person with the kids. When I met you, you ain't had your 3 kids with you, so I only met you. I didn't meet your children. Your children are not important unless we get married. You shouldn't even ask about kids until marriage is a part of it.
Let me chime in.
That's too much. That's too much information.
My
at the
whole
beginning.
thing is I want to be a bonus mom. I don't mind being a bonus mom.
Okay.
My only issue is our parenting styles have to align, because what I realize is I don't like children that act older than what they are. Like grown kids, like kids that talk to you crazy and stuff like that. You need the respect has to be there. And when I say something to your kids, you need to back me up. That's all I ask. It doesn't. Unless I'm doing something crazy, they're your children. But if you're gonna have me in your family, I'm gonna be a bonus mom. I'm not their mother. Remember that. and you know what I mean? Like, I respect that. I have 4 children. So imagine me coming to somebody and be like, "Well, and I have done this before. When I first started dating, I didn't want to date a guy who had children because I get attached. And my thing is, we break up. I still want to see the kid. I actually was kind of like stalking it. Not stalking, but
We know you stalk.
I was
We know you stalk.
a little bit, but I was like going behind the scenes and still seeing the son behind his back, and I was just like, that's not fair, because now if his dad dates somebody else, he needs to be able to adjust to someone else. So it's just heartbreaking for me. But
So Chi is not doing it.
Because
I don't get how you can say I get, like, if I met you,
Yeah.
right? Normally, women, if you're actually talking to them, they're going to say at some point, "Hey, I have kids," right? That might not be the first interaction we have, but we talking, and at some point you're going to say you got kids. I cannot now say, "Oh, well, I don't care about the kids," because now once you said it out loud, I know you got something that come with you.
it don't come with them.
If I don't like kids, then I got to.
So
then you got to ghost
I got a
her?
question.
Yeah, she out of here.
I got a question.
Yo.
So
I'm a ghoster, Bubbles.
Women.
I'm a ghoster too. I'm making like I'm
women
not.
use kids as their package. Do you hear men using kids as their package? You got to accept me and my 7 kids.
No, you got to talk to the
never
women about
once
that.
did that though. Well, you know what's crazy? I dated this guy. He never knew. I had a baby. She might have been 2-3 months, and he never knew.
Story. Do you, when you go in meeting people, men, women, whatever, do you say it's me and my kids? That's a
Hell
package.
no.
Bubbles, do you say it's you and your kids as a package, or is it just you?
It's me at first. Because it may not, just because you meet somebody and you like them doesn't mean that it's going to go anywhere.
Right. So who cares? Like, be honest
So
with you,
you'll find
I
out
might just want to have
eventually.
sex with him. What doesn't matter if I have children or not? I'm coming to your house.
That's why I'm saying the
your
children.
house.
That's what I'm saying. The children portion is obsolete. Like that conversation shouldn't even be had
And
unless
2
we
of my
get ready to
kids
get
are
married.
adults. So, I really feel like that doesn't even matter. Like, they have their own place. They live in D.C., so it don't matter. The younger 2, that's all. And I had, like you said, a good dad. You have somebody that, like, I feel like some men do this whole thing where they be like, well, I want to date a girl with kids because then if I want to come see her, blah, blah, blah. I don't have those issues. Like,
Right.
so.
And nobody's meeting my kids for at least a year.
Oh, I don't do
But you
that.
let them know you have kids.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I just let them come in when the kids asleep if it's that serious. Like, they can hear them breathing. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? If they knock on the door, I talk to them through the door like, do you want to build a snowman type shit? But no, like, get out of here.
So you did say a certain age. You said 5 years and younger
Is a no.
because of the hanky panky. Right?
Be honest with you.
I'm only saying because when you say
Yeah.
5 years and younger, you say it's because of the hanky panky. And I think I can agree with that. I agree with that. I think it's 18 years. I think once you have a kid by anybody,
Yeah.
you have that opportunity. I'm not
I
saying
ain't sleeping with my baby father.
I could. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
hold you. My
I ain't
ex-husband.
saying
Good, but I don't.
I'm
Say
just
again. Listen,
I'm
you
glad you
could
corrected
have.
that. Bubble said, I could, but I'm not.
So that was what I meant by that.
Right.
The whole statement of I could is what I'm saying. You always will have that opportunity or that could opportunity with anybody you have a child with.
and I'm honest, I have. You know what I mean? Like, I've flown to Tampa.
Shit, me
And you
too.
know what I mean? I'm down there on Ybor City and stuff like that. He like, I'm gonna come pick y'all up and take y'all back to the Airbnb. You already know what it is. Like, all right. I'm not saying I still do it, you know,
I just feel
but
like it's
is-
more of a chance.
Is that
when
reason?
they're
Is
really
that the
young.
reason why you wouldn't date a man with children that's 5 and under? Because of that, the whole hanky panky. Is no trust you can build. There's no.
No, absolutely
What if there was
not. There's an emotional connection you have with a woman when you just have a child by them. Come on.
Especially if y'all best friends or some shit like
Come
that.
on.
You don't matter if she was somebody or you were somebody.
It don't matter.
You gonna always have that connection.
Yeah, he was like my best friend.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we grew up together. If
Right.
you think about it,
When they're your best friend,
I
yes.
feel like I raised this man. So for me, it's like he my family at this point.
Yeah.
So we was talking about step parenting.
Yeah.
Do step parenting get an opportunity to physically abuse it? Not
What,
abuse,
nigga?
physically
Damn.
beat
What the
child.
fuck?
Absolutely.
I mean
not.
physically discipline. I meant to say
No,
physically discipline.
absolutely
Physically
not.
So
discipline?
as a step parent, you can't
No.
physically discipline.
If I don't
Yes,
physically
he can.
discipline my kid, you
go.
can't.
Let's go. Go ahead.
If I don't physically discipline my now, let's say
That makes sense.
Let me ask you a question. What do you consider physical discipline?
Like an ass whooping.
Well, spank a thigh.
just-
oh, I mean,
on
shit like
your
that.
hand.
Yeah,
Like pluck you upside your forehead.
My
Like
father used to do that.
Yeah,
That's
like
disrespectful.
if it's
I
like
hated that. That
she
shit
was
hurt.
doing something crazy, you be like something like that. I'm cool with, but you're not about to take my kid to another room and beat him. You dumb.
put him in a full no.
Yeah, you dumb. Not doing that.
How do you feel about that, Bubbles? You have children as well.
No one else would touch my kid. I actually don't believe in that.
That's what I said. Do you discipline him?
Well, my kids are teenagers.
Oh yeah, shit different.
But did
They
you
don't.
you never disciplined him?
My
whenever-
son, he used to get a little spanking a little
Okay.
bit. He had to. He's a boy. But my daughter has never gotten beat or anything. You know, I don't believe in
I understand though.
those. Yeah.
I get it.
But no one will ever, no, I don't agree with other people touching my kids because they don't have the same love
That I
to
would
as
have.
an adult. So they could hit them a
That's-
little harder.
Maybe.
That's why I
Maybe.
was
Because
going
they
there
don't
with the
care.
step
They
parenting
don't.
portion.
They might care about the child, but they don't have that same compassion. So no.
I don't agree.
Do you believe physical
Go ahead.
discipline has allowed children to now not be scared of consequences? Hence why the children are running around the way they are now.
You mean lack of? Well,
Yeah, they really are dismissive of consequences.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
think you have to
Elaborate.
hit a child. I don't believe in it. I really don't.
Yeah.
I
It
haven't.
makes them scared of you. That's it. And then when they get older, they're not even scared of you anymore.
So now what do you
so
do?
You,
I don't
so you know what
agree.
they do? They go to school and they hit other kids. It's happened to my son. So no, I don't agree with hitting your child. It doesn't do anything.
Look, I'm gonna be like,
So
That motherfucking tone change.
wait, no.
I done dealt with it.
So you dealt with as far as your child. Now I
Get
want to
him
keep
hit
that
on.
right. You disciplined your son physically.
When he was
I mean,
little.
little spankings, and then he went to school and was hitting on other children. Is that what you're saying, right?
Yes.
That's what you mean by you
When he
dealt
was
with it.
younger, maybe like 3. But when kids get older and you're still beating on them, they're gonna go to school and they're gonna hit on other kids.
So I
There's
got
a difference between beating on them and a little spanking.
yeah, it's a difference.
Right.
Come on.
No.
Well, yeah.
I agree.
I don't
definitely
even think-
I think it's a difference, but I'm just trying to make sure I get the understanding of getting the ass whooping. You can only say but so many things verbally so many times. At what point do you now say you told me 3 times that you're not telling them no more, and they get they just
What age are you talking?
that's what I said.
All
It's the age
ages.
limit on
That's
on
an age limit.
I don't think age you can't stop
can't-
getting the ass whooping if you in my house. If you in my house,
If I'm
If you still
16,
in my
bro,
house and
you
you
not
going-
about to beat me.
You gotta
We-
think my kids.
Right.
Some of my kids
yeah,
are
we
over
gonna
6
run this
foot.
fade.
then you gonna have to run
We
the
running this
fade.
fade. I'm 16, 17.
Let me
What's
tell you
up?
something.
Right.
You not beating me,
So-
bro.
So your kid, 16, let's say teenager.
Right.
Your kid is a teenager in your house disrespecting you as the parent. What do you do next? Just have a conversation with
I
him?
could explain to
Put
you
them
right.
on
Like I said,
You put a 16-year-old on punishment? How?
Yes, take his shit.
Take his stuff.
Yes, take his shit.
Oh, Jesus
it-
Christ, that really works?
it's not even.
What you talking
What?
about?
What?
Take his
It's
shit.
not. It's not
That
just
phone
taking
will
it.
not
Wait a
connect.
minute, before you go, wait a minute.
Okay.
Take their stuff?
Yes.
What stuff do you take from a 16-year-old?
Phones, anything, games. I'll take your
I
shoes.
just
No
want to know. I
money.
just want to know the things you take from a 16-year-old.
Your allowance is dead. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
First of all, I raised 3. I just want to let you know. I just want to chime in. Yeah, I got 2 adult children, and I got one that's 6 foot in the 9th grade right now. Well, he's 6'3".
Oh, he a big motherfucker.
Right. So at a certain height, you know what I'm saying? It's not a beat no more. It's either you want to run a fade,
Right.
like you
You
said,
want to fight
or
me.
like it's not just taking that stuff, but also like stopping them from doing the things that they like to do or being around the people that they like to be around. And it's not like you're trying to like make them into a slave or nothing. And then I call it Cinderella. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not touching anything. Everything. I mean, you have chores, but when it's time to be Cinderella, it's a whole nother thing. Like, I'm not, when I wake up, I'm looking around for something for you to do. At a certain point, they like, look, I don't have time for this. I got stuff to do. We stay
Yeah, we're not
social.
gonna do it.
Yeah, they
Well, I
don't even-
got-
I've never had an issue with my children.
Well, I got a question for you, Bubbles. Something came in the DMs.
Oh.
They wanted to know. His name is Sammy267.
Hi, Sammy.
He wanted to know, why is men's sexuality always questioned by women when they don't agree with women or tell them no?
That's a good one.
Why I'm getting asked? Is that what I put on?
You talking about like being sassy, or you just saying, oh, okay, got it?
Like, why do I have to be sassy? Why be gay? Because I said, oh, I don't like your hair, or I disagree with something you're doing. Why does our sexuality got to come into play now?
Oh my God.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
Does he mean maybe in a relationship?
And both.
No,
You can do
it's
both.
both.
Just any? Like,
Yeah.
if like, say if you don't agree with what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Who is he hanging around? Sammy.
You gotta examine this
I actually think it's very masculine.
to tell you no.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with a man
don't
telling
think
you no.
it's
I think that's sexy as shit for a man.
Yeah.
Like to tell me that my behavior is inappropriate. I'd be
Yes.
like, really, daddy?
She said,
Like,
yeah,
are you crazy?
check me,
Like
please.
that.
What?
So where does this sassiness in men come from?
When they in
Since y'all
women's
all of a sudden
business?
saying y'all don't say these things.
Women don't have no business if you
wanna-
put it on social media.
No, I think, be honest with you, you know, a lot of time they get into men at podcasts and they say that y'all are the sassy niggas. Chi,
So where does that come from?
this top notch.
He's fitting the stereotypes.
Yo got on shades and we're indoors. This
The
nigga,
lights is bright and these are not dark.
did you hear him? Did anybody hear him out there? Okay.
Lights is
Oh
bright.
my
These are not
God.
dark.
So you like
where
it,
do it
you
come
don't think
from?
it.
I mean, y'all gonna act like y'all don't hear this.
Well, maybe it's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe it depends on the woman and if she's in her masculine energy.
Okay.
That could be it too.
Over policing females.
So hold on.
Yeah.
That's another question. What is masculine? What is considered masculine energy?
I'm a masculine female, but I'm a very submissive lover.
What is masculine
What is
energy?
Y'all gonna have to
I
explain
need
this
to
to
know
me.
feminine energy
Feminine.
and masculine energy. Please explain this to the
Bubbles, what
But we
is
both can be
masculine
feminine,
energy?
though. That's
Masculine energy,
Mm-hmm.
just like say if you're in a relationship or you're dating somebody and she want to call the shots, you know.
You don't
been
give me
out
somebody
for
that won't want to call the
masculine?
shots.
But she's
No,
a
I want
boss
somebody
though.
to keep. But see, that's the thing. I'm a boss and I make all the moves all the time. I
Right.
like to be feminine in my relationship.
that is what I'm
I
talking
like to
about.
be led.
I like to-
And
yes.
I feel like a lot of men can't do it. They don't know how to do it.
Do they? Oh, now I'm gonna speak up for the men here. Every man's going to lead differently depending on who they was with, right? You might not like to be led like Keisha wanted to be led. So if I'm coming into your life, are you at least giving me a blueprint? Because I'm gonna lead you from my past.
Absolutely.
First of all, it's a thing called love languages and compatibility also.
Yes,
Man,
it is.
y'all learned about this
Yes,
2 years
it
ago.
is.
I'm still confused. Nobody asked.
It's like Jill Scott said. First of all, Jill Scott said, if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. That's a real thing. And then also being masculine, like, I mean, masculine is also, it doesn't necessarily mean you're masculine. Being an alpha female. Like, it's just, be honest with you, you can see it. You can I mean,
You
it's
can
just
tell.
like,
You can
what,
tell.
be
All right,
honest with you, though, it's presence.
So what's
It's,
feminine energy? Maybe y'all can answer that.
So
one since
she's a
y'all
little
know.
bit more
What's-
meek
what's
and mild.
feminine?
Like, I feel like you can see it. I mean, be honest with you, we're very different, even in like the way we carry ourselves. So it's all presented right here in front of you. How we're both probably submissive lovers, but I'm a more alpha masculine female and she's more feminine. Doesn't mean that there's
Yeah.
anything wrong with either one of them. And niggas like both. Sometimes they like them at the same time.
Answer the question.
That's the answer. You got a whole
What is
tutorial.
masculine?
He said, "What's masculine energy? What is that?"
What's feminine energy?
'Cause you
She
said
literally
calling
one
shots.
thing, calling the shots. So if calling the shots is masculine, then at what point should you not be a boss? And does it only affect
You can be a boss both
relationship?
ways.
You can be a boss.
Listen, I'm saying, does it only affect the relationship because you brought in relationship? I'm talking about this is masculine or feminine energy as a single person. Lead a relationship out of it. What is masculine energy? Calling shots. What else? What's feminine energy?
You know what's masculine when you see it.
Yeah.
Or feminine.
The fact
Women is not going to give you an answer.
They don't have one.
I do
Clearly.
have it. I
That's
have
why I
answers,
be-
but I feel like it's just like a. It's,
So what's feminine energy? Because y'all say men are feminine or sassy. What's feminine energy? then?
Y'all gonna have to.
you can tell a man raised by his mama. I don't care what nobody
yeah,
says.
you're right about that.
Be okay.
Let us not have respect.
Okay,
Good
let
God.
me give it to you. Okay, it's the stuff like the whole throwing temper tantrums, and I'm telling
This is
you,
the feminine part, right?
this is the feminine
energy,
part.
right?
Okay.
Again, not being able to lead, being indecisive. I feel like that's very
Indecisiveness,
because I
okay.
feel like you can't just let me walk all over you. You know what I mean? Really, just not having something to stand in as in business.
So temper
And then-
tantrums. indecisiveness.
And it's men that are boss that are like these. Like when it gets to not just being a relationship, but even interacting with women.
Stick with feminine energy.
It is the feminine. I'm saying the same thing. Is there that's a lot of it. I'll be honest with you, that's the most of it for me. Like
Indecisiveness and what's that?
be wanting to be catered instead of catering.
Man,
Catered
want
to.
to be the receiver and not the
Yeah, I mean,
giver.
right.
I'm on your side with what you're saying. Bubbles,
The little spoon.
I gotta ask, right? So what Tippy just said is all things that women want. You want me to cater to you, not just dominate you and tell you what to do. You want me to be emotional. So now my feelings is, hey, I'm feeling like this. But from what y'all are saying, that is very feminine energy. So it's wrong for me to connect with you emotionally. It's wrong for me to not try to dominate you and be like, hey, boo, I could do this, but let me see. What's your input? Okay, I like your idea. Like all this is now feminine.
No, I think you took that the wrong way backwards. No, I love a man.
You literally say indecisive.
No.
That's what you said.
I said that's feminine energy, but being emotional, be honest with you, I don't want an emotional man. Like I don't want somebody that's all over the place. I need somebody that know just be. How are you gonna lead? If you're sitting there like, well, what am I supposed to do? And then Baltimore, it's a lot of Baltimore guys that are very emotional. A lot of Baltimore guys don't have their dad in their life. Unfortunately, not saying it is what it is. And you can see their mother in them. You get what I mean? And then they want you. It's almost like they beat
Are you agreeing with this, Bubbles?
She was laughing.
They beat up on you because you not because it's like they whatever that mother did to them growing up, they put it on you. You get what I mean? Like,
true.
and they want you to mother them, but they want you to mother them in the same like breath. It's exhausting. It's like I gotta raise the kid, and it's like they're a third kid. I mean, well, fourth kid or fifth kid, depending on how you show you.
Masculine
Like,
energy. I'm just trying to make sure I'm putting it together.
It's
I'm
gonna
telling
confuse
your
you.
audience,
Leadership.
nobody's gonna understand this. Like, and that, to me, it's just a crazy situation because nobody actually ever able to explain what masculine or feminine energy
we have
is.
given you literally multiple explanations.
Yeah.
of
So
masculine
if feminine energy, let's just use the indecisiveness because that's what he was speaking on. So if women in your most feminine way is being indecisive, right? And a man being masculine is being a leader, meaning he's making the decisions, right? If that's what we going to say, that's what feminine energy is and masculine energy, can you not change your mind?
Bubbles?
Are you now, is it now only you make the decision, this is what it is, and you can't change your mind? Are only women now only to change their mind? And if a man changes his mind, he's being feminine or presenting feminine energy?
It depends on the circumstance. As a man, I want you to lead me. And you know what I notice with men too? As a woman, you never tell a man what to do. Like even if you know that it's the wrong, like the it's not a good idea. You let him learn on his own. He'll always come back to you and say, you know what? It was a bad idea. Because that demasculates a man. And if you keep doing that, it puts them in their feminine energy.
I agree. I believe that and that's what
Well,
we're
you
talking.
a tough lover, Bubbles.
I agree. I feel like I feel like you can suggest, but I feel like you do not tell men what to do. I feel like we're supposed to be foundational people, supporters.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I do feel like that's a reason why my first marriage, demasculation.
Yeah.
And again, I only asked that because, like he was saying, with Sammy at X, right? That's the kind of that's only because again, I think the viewers are still confused, but I get it. I get it.
We all
get it.
confused.
It's just change. She's the
I
only
get
one
it.
that's
I get it.
confused.
No, I just always get confused by the whole masculine, feminine
You know
thing,
what
or
it
even
is?
alpha. What's considered an alpha female then?
Listen.
Go ahead.
What's considered
It's
alpha female?
human
Bubbles?
nature. It's not even explained. I've been in let me tell you. I know exactly what a feminine masculine relationship is. Like in the roles that it's supposed to play. It's unexplainable. It was the
Okay.
most beautiful thing ever. It's unexplainable. When a man can put you in your feminine energy.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Be
No
honest
wonder
with
y'all
you.
get it 2 times.
Everybody, she had a man that popped in her head. You had a man that
sure
popped in
did.
your head.
But yeah,
She said,
Sure
good my
did. I talked to
God.
him the other day. Man, I apologize to this man every time I talk to him.
Yeah.
Because I definitely I dropped
feel it.
I fumbled the bag on that one.
Yeah.
Did you fumble the bag as well?
Well,
on him?
Yeah, have you fumbled the bag, Bubbles?
well, y'all know I don't talk about my relationship.
She private.
But
She should.
it's a sticky situation.
Nobody
but let
know
me tell you
names.
something. He mine.
Oh wait, so
It
you
don't matter
so you got a man?
I'm claiming him.
It don't matter who you with.
No, but yes, because you know I don't be.
She said no, but
But
yeah,
he
that's
mine.
I tell
different.
you all the time. It don't matter who
It's
you with.
sticky.
It's sticky.
situation.
It's sticky.
Icky.
All right, so
He mine.
we ain't done yet. We got one from a female woman from Cassandra. She wanted to know, do women think, what is this? Oh, why do women think any man they meet is corny unless it's a man they are interested in?
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
Corny niggas are the best niggas ever.
Had they ever been your niggas, though?
Y'all,
Yeah.
So women will call a man thirsty and tell
She
that's
say,
the man that you want to shoot your shot.
I
to be
wouldn't even
thirsty
call
with.
a man thirsty for stuff like that.
Come on,
I wouldn't
y'all
even
really.
No.
they
And
really
I
playing
don't
the
know
50
like
for
every woman's
real.
the same.
Like for real. Like
I love me
y'all
a
think it's every
nerd
man,
or geek
everything is the
ass
same.
man.
Cut it
I'm
out.
sorry.
But are you interested in him
out.
before
Yes.
you find all that out? Because if he comes to you nerdy and all that, are you gonna give him a shot? Like, I've been looking for
See,
you.
this is because it's like you know who I used to mess with, but you don't know
Right.
that's who I used to mess with. If you did know, then you would know that I'm not like that. I love niggas like that because I mean somebody that for one actually like dedicates their life to something or is like focused on things or interested in things. That's sexy to me. Like that mean people would like out like doesn't care about what everybody else thinks. They just like think outside the box. That's sexy to me. Like everybody just seems like they're just doing the same shit. You know what I mean? I love a man that's different.
So you agree? You on the same page?
Yeah, I'm on the same page as well.
Wait, man, I don't believe you're on the same page. You're just saying it the same. Right?
I agree.
So you telling me no? This is real because y'all responses are so like they're not even real responses.
No,
They're
I
not.
promise
They're
you they
not.
are.
They're
Y'all
not.
feeding off each other like a motherfucker.
I'm on camera, so I just want to make sure I say it right. No, that's
I tell you
punk
off camera,
spit,
some of
right?
the men that I mess with, I bet you understand what I'm saying.
No, if Drake or any of your favorite black people that you like that you're interested in, we talking about any of them. If he send you a picture of his penis in your inbox, are you all of a sudden now because you want him gonna say no? I don't want him no more because of that.
First of all, I like penis.
Yeah. I
So
would
if it's
say
a
so.
penis, so for one, if it's a penis I like,
Listen,
that's one thing. But
that's
what I'm
what
saying is,
listen, that's what I just said. So again, all right, let's ask Bubba because you didn't
No,
already
go
say
ahead.
yeah to
Enjoy
it. Like,
it.
you didn't already just
Enjoy
say
it,
yeah to
yeah.
the whole penis thing. You like penis. Let's flip the scenario. A guy just keeps shooting you, responding, hitting your DM. You not responding. You just leave him on read, leave him on red. Is that guy being thirsty or is he just shooting his shot?
He being thirsty.
Why? Because you're not interested in him, right?
Yeah.
But he's not
And he
being
don't
thirsty.
Get the
He's,
point.
how is that the point? If the point is to shoot your shot until opportunity happens,
So you
how is
gonna
that-
keep doing it?
Why not?
That's-
you never know what's going to
It's
happen.
harassment.
The definition.
The word is
what
harassment.
the
It's
definition of
not-
insanity?
We're doing the same thing without expecting
Without-
different results.
yeah, and
that's not
it
the
ain't
real.
never gonna
That's not the
change.
real definition, though. That's a genius just.
Bubbles,
putting that
this is
together.
what I was telling you.
That's not even a real definition. So we're gonna use cliches as a real definition. I got a whole bunch
All
of
right,
them we can
let's
start
look up
using.
who got
it's
that?
harassment. I don't care what
Insanity
nobody
is not
says.
doing the
That is
same thing.
harassment.
It's harassment.
Now it's so
That
a person
is.
just
That's
saying, "Can I
not
take
thirst.
you out?" It's harassment.
over and over and over.
That's
and I
harassment?
keep
No, thank
ignoring
you.
you,
Or just not
and you
saying
just
nothing.
leave you on red. What you think gonna change?
So if it's somebody you interested in, right, and they keep asking, but you just keep pushing
I
them
would have
off.
gave them a chance.
It only been once.
One time.
you got one time.
That
Hello.
don't even make
Public
sense.
service announcement.
Yeah.
After the first time, it'd be like, nigga, I see your DM. I see you. I see hello. I see you. No.
I only said it because again, it's always talking a certain way about men, and it's only because it's not the man that y'all interested in.
No.
It definitely seemed
I'm
like that.
glad you brought that up because that's
It-
been irritating the heck out of me.
Go ahead, let's hear it. Elaborate.
I can't stand when somebody keep asking me, can I like to talk to me? I said no.
That's hilarious.
I said, but you get that on your kiosk when you be posting the videos.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
I said no.
You should put in
So
good shirt.
can I ask y'all a question? This for the men.
Go ahead.
Why is it that when you try to talk to a woman
And they say you had
say
terrible
no,
example.
but you gonna stand there for 30 minutes trying to persuade her, and then you keep coming back to persuade her. She said no. Why do y'all do that? I really want to know.
I can answer for my.
Okay.
Now I'll answer for myself, and then I'll answer for the 68%.
Okay.
And why they do it, right?
Okay.
I do it for myself because I be thinking that my past is what the reason why I'm being told no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more so changing the narrative and why I'm asking, right?
Okay.
I think most men do it because they already shooting outside of their comfort zone.
Okay.
And they feel like they at least got a chance.
You think
so
it's
they continue to
embarrassment?
do it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just really believe for the 68
You really think that men ain't embarrassed when you tell them no and they feel like
no, men not scared of rejection. That's why we fail at a lot of things. Women are scared of rejection. Men not really scared of rejection as much as women are.
But what about if she explains to you why not?
It's still for myself. I answer for myself first. I'm more so trying to say my past is not that was my past. I'm somebody different
okay.
for myself. But for the 68% of the men, the likelihood of them still asking is because they really think they got a shot. Even because when you explain, again, you even said it. When you leave somebody on red, that's one thing. But if you actually go through and take 2 minutes out your day to explain no, they're like, oh, damn, she did at least say something. It's almost like a response to a DM. If you leave it on red, then at least you actually read it. You opened the motherfucker up. You literally read it.
You know
now,
what's
what
crazy?
you read might not be what you wanted to hear, but you opened it up. Now, if you never opened it and it's just sitting there, that's really ignoring it. But when you open that motherfucker up, you read it.
Well, somebody in your
if
comment
somebody said
section,
somebody Cash App, it'll be like, all right, well, send me the Cash
somebody
App.
in her live wanted to tell you this, right?
That's hilarious.
Buddha said, one, you had terrible examples.
Okay.
And this other guy said, men got to be okay to move on and keep it pushing. There's a lot of fish in the sea. Don't trip over one.
And it's the truth. Keep going, please. Go away.
So when he say that, I kind of disagree. Right? Again, we can't quantify quality.
Right.
Right? You might say it's a lot of fish, but how many of them fish is quality fish? You got a lot of tilapia out there, right? That's farm raised fish. That's not
Right.
real fish. You probably got a whole pond of tilapia, but in that whole pond of tilapia, you got one piece of
Chi,
lake
can I ask you a question?
You see what I'm saying? So again, you can't quantify quality.
Can I ask you a question?
It is a lot of women
There's
out
a lot
there.
of cute
But
guys,
how many
cute girls
quality
that
women are
smell
out
like
there?
tilapia. So
How many
know
how many
what you're
quality
talking
women are
about.
out there?
You're not, I mean, they're out there. You just got to find them. But I got a question for you.
They so far in between. So
Got a question.
Yes.
This going to go down the line. Do you lead with money?
no.
Do you lead with money?
hell no.
Do you lead with money?
No.
So this is the question, because I've never seen these two people do it. Do you feel some type of way of showing how much money you've made?
Do I feel a type of way?
Mm-hmm.
No, because nobody knows if that's like the lower part or the higher part or the middle part.
Well, the goddamn number was high. So if that's the lower part, I'm happy. Middle part, I'm happy. And high part, I'm happy. So when you was showing how much money you made in this month, which was a lot of goddamn money, do you feel some type of like, damn, maybe this is too personal? They don't need to know I made 50 grand in 30 minutes. They don't need to know this.
No, I really don't care what people think.
Cat.
I really don't. I really
To
don't.
be honest with you,
To be honest.
If you didn't care, then you wouldn't be as private as you saying.
wait a minute.
What do you
I used to work.
mean?
So I used to.
You wouldn't take your L's in private.
Please,
If you
It's
didn't
not
care
just-
what people think, a lot of those things. When
please give your
It's
real
not
reaction.
just about the L's. It's not just about
Say the L's again.
people. L's.
L's, God, I like that.
People make their own narrative of everything. I don't even put stuff out there, and people. Did you know it was a rumor I was pregnant just some weeks ago?
Where'd the baby go?
Where it go at?
Who told you you was pregnant? Who told you was
on my
pregnant?
post saying that I was pregnant.
But But I only said cap till you don't care what people say. That's the cap to me. You do care.
You do
Because
kinda
You just
care.
put out a whole reel about brushing your hair. You do care about what people say. That's why I said cap. Cap. It's cap.
Don't care. I have to post things. I have to have some type of content. You
know,
guys think
I'm
I
so glad-
really care?
So I used to do the opposite. I used to not tell people where I work because I was afraid of because being a female comedian and I go places by myself. I thought I would get robbed. To be honest with you,
Really?
yeah.
It's too masculine to get robbed.
Let me explain. First of all, I'm a woman and I can get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I actually got roofied, you know what I'm saying, at Motor House before.
You
doing comedy.
somebody?
Wow.
I did get roofied.
Wow.
Yeah.
First of all, you trying to say roofied, baby?
Rooferin. I know what it is.
What the fuck?
Don't do that, honey. I'm about to say, you know where I'm from. So you
Say
already
the
know how we
word.
talk.
What they did to you?
You heard what they do to you? You heard what I said.
They Rudy to you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
she
I got
that Rudy.
I got roofied, whatever I got. It happened. But yeah, like I'm about to say, when I was working at like BG&E, I was making a good amount of money. But I would never tell nobody that because for one, people like to count your money. Then they be like, "Oh, she got it." If I hear another nigga say, "Oh, she got it," that's the most feminine and unattractive thing you can tell me.
So piggybacking
How
off
dare you?
our favorite Leo too, that what King said. Although we don't lead with money, is money a substantial factor when you considering who you want to take it further
Stability is. Because you can have money and not be stable, which is a reason why I'm not
I'll
working
take a
at
risk with
place.
somebody that got money is not stable because I know we can fix that. But if you ain't got no money,
Not true. Because
I can't make you stable.
people with money don't. It's a lot of people with money don't pay their bills. So that's not. I'm not interested in that.
with? What kind of people do y'all be knowing?
I don't know these
kind of
people.
What is going on?
Bubbles, have you met these type of people?
I have, unfortunately.
Especially in
Yeah,
Baltimore.
she's been married twice.
When was the last time either one of you ladies have been embarrassed?
Last week.
What happened?
Not only is it somebody that I dated, it's somebody that I work with.
You are spinning the blocker like shit.
No, it's the truth. I don't. I actually have long-term relationships most of the time.
So what happened? Why was you embarrassed?
Omitting information, allowing me to go in public, knowing that I do have some type of, I'm kind of a public figure, and just kind of set me up. Like I feel like if the day before you knew something had happened and you didn't tell me about the information and you allowed me to like keep promoting something, and then the next day people were just like, what happened? And you knew yesterday that we could have got ahead of it and figured it out. You get what I'm saying? Like I was publicly embarrassed, like to the point where I had to individually apologize to people. Like, this is Vibes Podcast, right? We gonna talk about it. Well, you don't get into scandals, Bubbles. You don't. So we gonna talk about it. What happened to you in a comedy show, and what happened to you and the weed guys that I was trying to get a sponsor?
Yes, Lord.
Okay. I mean, and that's the whole thing. I don't have anything negative to say in reference to the business, but the truth is, I had a weekly show. It was getting bigger and bigger. I had people coming from different states. Mm-hmm. Had somebody come from North Carolina, Virginia, anything you can think of, Jersey. People were coming here every Thursday. And they no longer were at the address that they were at, and they found out the day before. So I was promoting my weekly show the entire day, and I found out the way that everybody else found out.
That's embarrassing in itself.
Embarrassing because think about my reputation and my name, and I get booked off of things of that. So I get booked off for open mics. I get booked off for that. That's how I make my money. You taking money out my kid's mouth now. That's a problem for me because we're supposed to be friends, and I know one of y'all for 20 years. So yeah, it's a problem for me.
Bubbles?
What about you, Bubbles?
Last time you was embarrassed?
Embarrassed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Did the flowers? Did the flowers do it?
The flowers when they delivered them?
Yeah.
You get flowers like every week. So what flowers you talking about?
Crazy.
I love flowers.
Flowers the other day. Black flowers.
You can pop your shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, he just came and gave them to me. It's kind of sweet.
Everything's sweet.
But yeah, I don't. Have I been embarrassed lately? Oh my god.
Or ever.
Ever?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I really.
What embarrasses Bubbles?
Yeah. What embarrasses Bubbles?
Did the hair thing embarrass you?
The hair thing? No.
Well, it just
Heck no.
it just irritated
It
you.
just irritated me. I get kind of irritated more.
Bubbles, you got an attitude problem?
I know. I just don't put up with crap.
I don't take no shit. That's what I'm talking about. And I get flowers every week also, so don't do that. Now, from who? That's none of your business, but
Well.
I
love
really
flowers.
don't get embarrassed.
Okay.
Oh, I tripped in the food court the other day.
God damn. Near the Sukihanas.
Yeah, that was a little embarrassing. But did you know that you're only as embarrassed as you feel? That's how I feel. I really don't.
That was deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
was
was
deep.
So
that
I
was
just
deep.
literally
Y'all
kept
know
going.
Snap
It's like,
was
I don't know
deep.
why y'all looking. Yeah, I tripped. So what? Like, I'm human.
So everybody pretty much makes their money from social media, a large portion of it. So your brand, like when you was doing the used to be district attorney before she's going to jail. You do comedy, you do social media work, right? So when y'all think about collabing with people, do y'all think about their social media account or how much money you will get paid from this?
Not all the time because of my own social media account. For one, I wasn't able to keep my social media open because of the jobs I've had. You know, like I said, working at the gas and electric company, I did social media for the gas and electric company for 7 years. So the way that I know that they investigate people via social media, as I did, I couldn't keep my account open.
Right.
But the difference between my followers and a lot of people, because I know a lot of people buy their followers, I've seen it all the time. My retention, the people that show up in my shows, it's people I know that are comedians that have 100,000 followers and can't fill a room. I always fill a room. That's why people book me. So people will be like, well, how you get so booked and you only got like 3,500 followers? Because I got real followers. They're the people that I know they're going to come. It's not just my friends, my family. I give a good show and they're going to show up. So I know people with 100,000 followers. And like I said, that shit ain't real.
I'm kind of
I make money.
I'm
You know what I mean?
kinda
Like,
I think
Respectfully.
it's more so the organic followers. So for myself, it's almost like what Tippy said. If I throw a party right now, I can sell out a party.
Yep.
In a sense, right? Because the 1,600 people that follow me, those are real people. Those are real people that probably will comment at least once a week on anything I would post. Right? Like, honestly, like I got real full engagement
Right.
with people that follow me. And I don't follow a lot of people because I know I'm a celebrity, right? So for myself,
it's true though. It's true. She is absolutely a celebrity.
like did ass. Like I'm not gonna lie, right? Like so for myself, I don't gauge following base
Right.
on social platforms because again, a person I've seen people like Jess Hilarious got multiple millions of people that follow her, but she can't sell out a local show in Baltimore.
Well, you ain't gonna go and hit our girl like that, G.
No, I'm saying, yo,
I really love Jess.
just a cool, dope West Side chick, right? So she cool. I'm just saying your following on social platforms does not substantiate the money you can bring in a local area.
Especially in Baltimore.
In a local area, right? So it's one thing to have, because you gotta remember, these are global apps.
Right.
These are not local apps. So it's more than 1 million people on the globe.
Do you
so those
agree?
1 million people can come from anywhere.
Miss Million.
Well, my thing is you can always gauge how, like she was saying, like if you buy followers and things, you can look at somebody's algorithm. So if I make a post, I have 100K.
You follow your
I
statistics
should
hard.
get- oh yeah, I do.
How many likes do you got?
Right, how many likes you got, and it's not even most of the time it is that, but also it's the views.
Views.
So if I post a post, I'm expecting in the first maybe 10 minutes to get 1,000 views.
Hence the conversation.
Hence the conversation.
And then also if someone wants to, I've worked really hard to get to where I am.
Right.
As you guys know, I'm at 100K.
Oh, I know. I've been saying
Come on, say it again.
I've been saying it.
22.
Say it right.
I started at 0 followers. I've never bought a follower.
Don't humble
Everything
yourself,
is
Bubbles.
organic.
And that's what's
You on here
up.
with me.
So if someone wants to collab with me,
Right.
I am going to look at, yes, how many followers they have, right? Your engagement, because I've worked hard to get to where I am. So I need it. It's like I'm not gonna say a relationship. Let me not go down that rabbit hole.
It is.
You stay in that
What am
one.
I gonna get out of this? And what are you gonna get? You get what I'm saying?
Is that why you never posted the movie?
What movie?
Remember you was on the set one time? We never seen nothing more past that.
No, that's not why.
Elaborate.
What movie
why?
was it?
It was like it was supposed to be on like a app. But it's some other stuff that happened in the background. Yeah, I don't really want to.
Hey, listen, I respect that.
Yeah, I didn't.
I have a
It didn't align
movie out
with
right now.
what my brand.
So when it comes to, you did mention numbers.
Yeah.
You got a lot of million view video reels on your page.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Can you give us some tips? Besides Tippy putting the tip in, she has her own segment called Tippy Put the
So
Tip
just,
in.
put the
Okay.
just put the tip in.
Just put the tip in.
Oh, we gonna want to hear that.
Can you give us some tips or maybe a way of building a real base where you can easily say, I'm gonna get 100,000 views with no problem at all?
Good question. God damn it.
So I can say that I don't ever look at my content and say, I know that this is going to do something. One thing people need to stop doing is always having an expectation because you can let yourself down.
Okay.
So what I tell people, and this is going to sound cliche, you just have to be yourself.
Okay.
Right? I never really know what the most viral videos I've had, I never even thought it would get that many views.
Okay.
Like
I
it's
think
been
that's smart.
crazy.
So is most of the ones I know you said it, and I didn't mean to cut you off respectfully, but is it more unexpected views? Like, damn, I really didn't think I was going to get 100,000 views for this, or 13 million views, or however the amount of views it is. Is it mainly unexpected? Like when you do get it, it's like, damn, I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yes. Did you? Okay, so there's a video I posted on like December 28th.
I saw that one.
It's at 10 million
Yep, I
views.
saw
I think
that
it's
one.
almost at 11 million views.
It is.
Ain't nothing like going to go look.
I never
She ain't been doing
thought
anything.
that video would be one of my most viral videos.
I thought the one where you was acting like the lady burning the car would have been the one.
Oh,
Right,
that's at
that one's at
3.6 million.
That's on
6
3.6. I know. That's
That's
why I said
funny.
that.
But
and
I
that one would have
never-
made more sense to go to the 13 million, 14 million because of how it was and everything like that.
So you telling me, because I went and looked as y'all were talking.
Yeah.
You telling me the shit that says, because if you're looking, I'm gonna post it right here. You gonna see it. The girls with the meanest rest face are the sweetest. Got you to 10.6.
10.6
Yeah.
Because
million.
there's so many women with resting bitch faces.
Let me see yours.
My face is a resting bitch face.
They both have it. They
Yeah.
walk in here like that.
Yeah, my kids have resting bitch faces.
Let me tell you guys the secret to going viral. I think I figured it out.
There we go.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
The content that you post, this is key. The more people that can relate to that post
Yep,
goes viral.
I agree.
Makes sense.
Think about it. Think about how many women have been told they have a resting bee face. Why do you think it has 10 point some million?
Yeah, because all of them can relate
They
to.
can
And
relate
you
to
got
that.
10 million
Somebody has
people
told
around
them
the
in their
world.
life
Yeah.
to smile. I think I figured it out.
Oh, like,
Yeah,
why
they
you so
tell
mean
on your
smile?
videos to smile all the time.
Yeah.
I heard from my co-host Cheat, Bubbles, this is new information to you too.
Yeah.
You got a fake pussy?
Oh, me?
Huh?
I have a new.
What?
I have a reconstructed, rejuvenated vagina. Yes. So I got a hysterectomy because I'm a cancer survivor.
Okay.
Uterine cancer.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But when they took my uterus out, they took my cervix out. So like when you're having sex with a woman and they take the back and you like I'm hitting the back.
Yeah.
They took my back out. So then they took my size and they took out like 35% of my vagina.
I was about to say that don't seem too bad.
So now I have a kitty pussy. Like I don't want to say it like that because I don't want y'all to get like but no, it's like
You got a kitty
it's
pussy.
childish. It's a childish
small.
vagina. I can't take much, but
Damn, no more Africans.
no, you just put the tip in.
Oh my god.
It is. I got a new vagina.
Well, this was new information.
Yeah, this is.
So having a hysterectomy is not always a bad thing. I'm telling you.
Got a new vagina.
Got my mortgage paid off.
And what's your tip? Your tip of the day?
Shit, I just gave you one.
So
I
this-
gave you an amazing one. Be honest with you, a hysterectomy vagina is amazing.
I have
Making choices.
nothing to say.
And we did forget to shout out our sponsor
Oh,
who actually made an appearance.
That's so
here
dope.
today.
Bubbles galore.
Yes.
We really did forget the entire show. We normally take a pause for the cause because you are the cause.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Matter of fact, I need a drop. I'm not going to say who the sponsor of Vibes Podcast is. We're going to ask this again. A year and a half ago, you came to me and you was like, hey, I want to either get sponsors or do sponsorships, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about it. Like, this was back when the ponytail got out of here, right? when you started getting cute and all that shit, right?
Always
You
thank you.
came to me and was like, I asked you to sponsor this show, and you have done everything I've ever asked you to do. So now I need you to do something for me. I need you to look right into that camera, and you need to do your own sponsorship.
Ooh. Hi, it's Bubbles here, and I'm with Vibes Podcast, the #1 podcast in the USA. Okay, yes. He messed me up. Hi, it's Bubbles here, DMV. Huh?
You gotta look in that camera right there.
Oh, I'm looking at that. This one right here.
Yeah,
that one
that
right
right
there.
there.
Hi guys, it's Bubbles here, and I'm with the #1 podcast, Vibes Podcast in the USA. Okay, Soap Lady of the DMV. I love them here.
You ain't ad sponsor though.
Oh yeah.
So
I gotta say I'm the sponsor.
Yeah. Take 6.
It's Bubbles here, Soap Lady of the DMV, and I'm here with Vibes Podcast, and it's your girl. I'm the sponsor, okay? So I need y'all to come to Arundel Mills Mall and see me, okay? I'll see you guys soon.
And that's what we fucking talking about.
Loved everything about that. Yes.
Before we get out of here, now we doing something new. Is there something that you wanted to touch on while you here? Anything.
Something to touch on?
Don't touch his fucking hand. Oh, Jesus, it's over. Oh, damn. Y'all ain't getting no more flowers.
Anything I wanted to touch on?
Besides me?
What's going on with him?
You
He's
just,
been doing
He
this
a hot
since I got
pocket.
here.
just look at me. Just look at me. Don't look over there.
That thing is a hot pocket.
Just that I appreciate everyone's support on a serious note.
That's dope.
I'm still as humble as I have been in the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I just want to say, I don't know. I just appreciate everyone, and I appreciate how they look at me. But I didn't start this business for people to look at me the way that they are.
Mhm.
I did it because I really had a dream, and I really do believe I can do whatever.
You gonna look right there and tell him then.
I really do. I really do. And I think because of what I believed in myself, I think that's why people loving me, like giving me love.
And
I
money.
just really want to say that.
Money.
And I appreciate everyone from all over that come and visit me and order. You guys, I love you more than you think you love me. You have no idea. So.
I love that for her.
Tippy, what do you want people to know about you before we get out of here? Is the every Thursday comedian showcase still happening?
So I'm shopping the location right now. I will have one by next Thursday. I'm putting it out there and I'm claiming it. Okay.
Okay.
Won't be tomorrow. I got it.
Because I was one of those people that wasted my time.
I'm so sorry
And I talked to you on the DM too.
because up until the time of it, it was still going on. So I didn't know. Unfortunately, I do apologize. Outside of that, I do have some shows coming up. I'm going to be in Hagerstown. That's January 27th.
Performing at the jail?
I'm not, but I would though. So book me. I'm going to be. I'm looking for. I don't know the venue yet for February the 16th. But I will be with. I think it's Bit by Bay. She has a show. And then also February the 18th, I'm going to be with John Doe, Smurf, and Chi Chi. We're going to be at, I think it's the Quality Inn. Oh, no, Chi Chi, the comedian, the female with the big titties.
Oh, yeah, they be eating all the salmon cakes and shit.
I love her. I swear to God, if I'm ever a zombie, I'm going to find her first because I'll be eating forever. Let me tell you. Shoo, she got titties. But yes, February the 18th, we're going to be at, I think it's the Quality Inn next to Martin's West of Hoodlawn. So... Moody, come out to that.
Yep. And my God, Chi, you, like I said before this show started, Tippy and Bubbles, he curated all of this, matching y'all together for this show.
That's dope.
That was all him.
He definitely jumped in my DM. I was like, absolutely.
It was a reason.
It was a reason. Do you have any final questions or words you want to give to Bubbles or Tippy while we're here?
I talked to Bubbles after the camera go off.
What?
Tippy, it's always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Right? The idea was just to find content creators and collaborate with content creators.
Yeah, that's shit.
Asking a question about creating content and would you put a person on your platform. I was referencing more so myself and Vibes if that was something that he was interested in as well. Collaborative content. Those funny type of skits, because again, I do believe you put up some funny stuff as well. You clearly show a personality that I haven't actually interacted with on a personal level. As well as with Tippy.
I'm a social media manager.
Always wanting to.
I manage 20 pages right now.
Okay, busy
For
ass.
businesses. So that's what I do. I build business.
Time management skills that I think we probably need to work on. trying to collaborate as far as Tippy and myself. But it was for that reason alone. For us content creators to try to collab and make content across the boards. We all got a different audience. All of us do. I think you could benefit from my audience more.
Are you
I'm only
listening
saying
now?
because they women. These are women that purchasing the products. This is
You know what's
unlike-
weird? But I build male pages more than women, and be honest with you, I get more followers for them than myself, which is wild. Like, but it is, and I go viral with them all the time.
So, but yeah, that's what it was for. As far as final words, you already know, man. Like, there is no final words. I never stop talking. So
That time not.
It's nothing,
Never
but
no
I
final
guess I
words,
gotta
man.
end it with myself and my final remarks and final words because you didn't do our segment today. I'ma just go ahead and ask.
I did have one.
And that's crazy. Tippy, would you feel some type of way if you do not become the one of the top comedians in Baltimore?
No, because I'm doing this. It's like my air. I love it.
Bubbles, if you were number 2 in the DMV, would you still have the same amount of drive you have now, or would you try to revamp it?
I would, but I would figure out what I need to do to be number 1.
I hear that
There we
shit.
go. It's always a disconnect when you're not number one. It's always some form of disconnect when you're not number one.
I don't care.
And we got the juice on the vibes.
Yeah, we got the
that's
juice.
Why we number one.
Do you remember who number 1 was before you started?
Nobody remembers who's number 2 anymore.
Bubbles, this coming from your mouth. Do you remember who number 1 was before you started?
As far as the soap lady?
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, I always say I started it saying that I was a soap lady of D&B because no one ever has taken the spot.
Is it up for grabs?
It'll never be up for grabs. Somebody can try.
I guess I'm number 1 too.
Competition
Then
is evident.
Ain't nobody my height
Competition is
saying what I
healthy.
say as a comedian.
Right.
So
No
fuck
females
these
your
niggas.
height.
Not one. No, it is. Wait a minute. I run with a gang of giraffes. It's mad girls my height. I got like 10 girls in my crew my height.
So you embrace competition, and what you were saying a little bit, you embrace it. If you started to see somebody bubble to get to where you see what I did? When you see somebody start to bubble where you were, would your competitive nature come out? Or would you be like, oh, I'm so happy for you.
Hold on, say it again.
I'm a lover.
I'm so happy for you.
Honestly,
sweet.
I really believe in not worrying about other people. Because once you start looking and being like, oh, what are they doing? You start to lose right there.
I agree.
There ain't no competition.
I'm reading for everybody black.
There's none
Oh
in
my
my
God.
eyes.
I am. I
If
love
somebody could be
everybody.
behind me, I would never know. Because as long as I'm doing everything that I can in my power to always be great, you can't never catch up to me because I'm already 10 steps ahead of you.
So there's no competition.
There's no competition.
I hear
in
that
my
shit.
eyes.
So all them
But
soap,
myself.
We'll talk about that later.
so all the soap people that's in the DMV right now,
Yeah,
you are the queen of it,
I'm the queen.
and you stand on
I
that.
stand on it.
Damn, not all these soapies is your sons. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
Say it. You did.
Listen, this has been another lovely episode from the Vibes Podcast. Shout out to Tippy with her thighs out. Shout out to Chi,
She
who
trying to bring them guys out. When her thighs out, she trying to bring them guys out.
Cash app to be tall girl.
hey, she said she got a new vagina. Look out for it.
Stores niggas.
Shout out to my guy Chaz Moody
up, Moody?
Media for producing everything. And if you don't know, he's also produced, I don't know, but I'm gonna say how only commercial, which would be with you. So shout out to my guy Chaz. He surprised me with that when he did it. And I said, oh, this man working. And yeah, check us out on the next podcast. Shout out to Tippy. Check her out on her amazing comedy series that she has started out of fucking nowhere. And just one more time, thank you all for coming. Thank you for putting up with him.
Yes.
You know,
She did all right.
when I see that bouquet,
She did okay.
she did okay.
That
I
bouquet.
think I did pretty good.
Yeah, she held it in where she needed to hold it in at.
Yeah, he underestimated me.
He did.
Slightly.
He did. He had a crush on you. So
Aww.
It's all right. I don't mind blushing.
I got a crush on you and he blushing. That thing.
That's how
I
that
had that
works.
effect on me, you know.
No, you just got that effect on me.
And this has been another lovely episode of the Vibes Podcast, man. Shout out to Bubbles galore. Check out her at Arundel Mills Mall. You will see her over there by the food court to give you good directions. When you come and make a left, make another right past the Crocs store. See, I'm better with the directions.
I was gonna say.
Yes.
Entrance 4.
Yes, and she will give you all the sales that's decent. Shout out to the last sponsor of this show, Shoebox Clothing, man. Use code VIBES for 10%
You
off.
don't got a code for.
I know.
Come on, Bubbles galore. You slipping.
I know.
I can't make no money off of it.
I know.
She don't share.
I'll make one for you.
You need to. Us.
Me. Them. All right. This has been another lovely episode of the Vibes Podcast, man. Check us out on the next one. And we out of here.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.